Alright. Off we go. Hello! I am doing very well today. How are you doing today? I am eager to get started. Let's see. Oh. I can't mumble. I should not mumble because the voice filter freaks out. I had no idea it clipped that badly. Finished work and eating dinner. Nice. End of the workday. Whereas my workday is just beginning. But that's okay. I like doing this. Here we go. Yes. Definitely a good time to amp up the music. Just let the soundtrack let the whole audience know that things are about to get a lot more intense. Old Amisha just turns to the sound guy and says, "Put on my soundtrack." Oh, wrong layer. Let's unlock that so I can't accidentally do that. Yeah, I should go ahead and just pull up that song. Let's see, music. Extreme. Record keeper. There we go. Oh! There we go. Yes. The intro alone is like, drop everything, she's gonna rage, everyone's gonna die. As funny as the music that plays in my head during that shot is actually like some sort of generic... There's a song on YouTube that's like a generic horror movie trailer music. And it sort of builds up, and then when the story hits that panel where she's making the face, music just stops for a second and then starts into a really scary music, and yeah. That looks about right. Yeah, I like the 14 version a lot. I've probably got like 4 or 5 different mixes of it sitting around on my PC somewhere. There's one I heard that's like a heavy metal mix that actually was surprisingly good. Which is saying something, because I'm not usually a fan of metal mixes. I don't hate them, they're just not my thing. love it. Chanting. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, this is fitting you're fighting someone who's currently becoming, like, an infinite god. It's like, you better kill me soon, because I'm gonna be untouchable very soon. Yeah, the chorus adds 5 layers of much-needed epicness to it. Check something here. Okay. There we go, and now we're mixing in the sorceress motif. Which was kind of shocking that there wasn't more of that in the original mix. Very welcome, very fitting. I think when this track is done playing, I may just find some of my favorite mixes that I've got stored locally. There are some winners out there. Oh, there's a tooth missing. There we go. Alright, the beam's gonna be a special effect, so I'll go ahead and draw outlines under that. Getting yeah, that was it. Premonition into the mixes, yeah. I mean, no, that makes it perfect, since in most senses you were fighting Ultimisha in those earlier fights, so it makes sense to bring that motif back in. So, spoiled or not, I think it works well. I like that idea, because that would make it basically Ida's music again, but now it's the real deal, which is, I like that. I like that idea. Tiamat has a lower jaw here, but it's going to be completely obscured by a very intense beam of dark flare, so... Because Tiamat can apparently turn the dark flare into a torch. I want a dark torch, that sounds awesome. There's one version of the Extreme that I've heard on YouTube that's, they tried to make it sound more mystical instead of just more godly, and it worked really well. It was very minimal, but it had a lot of atmosphere to it. I'm gonna finish this one, and I'm gonna look around for some of my mixes, or the ones I have. Gotta remember to keep an even tone so the voice filter doesn't freak out. There we go. Besides, it's completely appropriate to play this song right now. She's fighting Tiamat. Or for most people, is basically the last normal boss of the game anyway. Oh, no. works. Too many people downplay Ultimecia. She was pretty much a godlike being during the last phase of the fight against her. I remember scanning her and saying that, remember the scan's flavor text saying, she's currently absorbing all time and space as we speak. And I'm like, is she gonna get stronger as the fight goes on? Is there a timer? Do I really need to hurry? Luckily not. Like, how many turns do I get before she becomes a full demigod? How many turns after that before I may as well just throw down my weapons? I think she normally gets downplayed just relative to a lot of other villains, she had a very, I want to say, light role in the game. So she became all powerful, but it really happened last second. I mean, you knew the plan for a while, but you really didn't see her for any of that. And she really even mentions her own motives herself until you see her in person. Until then, you just have Ida, or Ida, and then Renoa saying it. It's like, I've heard the bad guy wants to do this. Oh, right, with that one game. Where they gave her an actual, like, sad pass, and she made an actual effort to befriend people, but Squall's like, don't listen to her! Yeah. That felt like a wasted opportunity. I'm willing to bet there are other I haven't played the games enough to know, but I'm willing to bet there were other villains in this story that were willing to make heroes just for the sake of the game. I mean, I grant that it's a stretch with her because her goals were uniquely nefarious. even by Final Fantasy villain standards, she was kind of aiming high. Some of them are like, I want to control a planet, or I want to destroy a planet, or I want to rule this kingdom. And Ultimecia's just like, I want everything. I want all the power at the expense of everyone. That's fair, yeah. Yeah, see, they can make Kuja a good guy. Although I guess you could say Kuja sort of reformed last second in actual like Final Fantasy IX. Sephiroth's a wild card. I don't know. I guess if we're like in Crisis Core era, that we can use that. I did really enjoy Crisis Core, just having Sephiroth be not crazy yet, explore more of the pre-genocidal Sephiroth. When he was just that really skilled coworker. Yeah. That is a good wing. when I'm doing the line art, it's usually just a case of making it so it's a really easy coloring book later. I'm trying to keep things at the same... If two different spots are the same color, I try to keep no lines between them so that you can just paint fill one of them and the other one gets filled too. Nothing terribly complicated, but try to be good about it. Yeah, the remake's take on him... I mean, I have a problem with the remake's take on him and its take on Cloud. I felt like Cloud in the original had more personality. Genova clone, or Sephiroth clone, or not. And Sephiroth himself was just smirking and being, like, poetic the entire time, and I understand that, you know, finding out you're a science experiment and then trying to save your alien mom and then dying could be enough to make anyone a little crazy, but I don't know. I just wish... I hate it when they have villains that do nothing but smirk and chuckle all the time. Because then it feels like you're just... It's just a villain stand-in, like a cardboard cutout of a villain. It made him too simple when they did that. Yes, good. It's a part during the remake where he tells Cloud to dream the sweetest dreams, and I'm like, Sephiroth, what are you doing right now? I do not get your motive. I do not comprehend. I think the remake did a great job with almost every other character, though. Straightforward. Just make him batshit crazy. And love it. That's a fair point. If they're just smiling all the time because they are completely bonkers, approved. Stamp of approval. I still haven't played 6. I feel bad about that. I keep saying forever, I'm gonna play 6 one day. I never do. I'm the only one who pays for it. Pretty sure 95% of my exposure to Final Fantasy VI is through slash fix between Terra and Celis. Of course, that's how I am with a lot of fandom. It's like, I know most of it through fan fictions that friends of mine have written, so. Like, at this point, I've still never played 13 Sentinels Aegis Rims, but I could write you a short dissertation on the relationship between two of those characters. Let's see. 6 on GBA emulator. Ooh. I mean, I might. I have the original. I will say, I love 7's soundtrack. I think I like 6 soundtrack a little more. Most of my exposure to it was watching your friend play it when I was like a tiny little kid. I know because I remember they were like at the turning point of the game when Kefka was doing shenanigans with those 3 incredibly important statues, and the world was being destroyed, and the floating continent you were on was breaking apart, and they're like, let's jump on the airship! And my friend was like, nope, we gotta wait. And I'm like, okay! And it's like 10 seconds, I'm like, come on! And then Shadow shows up, it's like, oh, okay. I see what you did there. We're just making me sweat for the fun of it. Oh, why does not? What is the meaning of the song? I know it starts. I know it's got a bit of Kafka's normal like music note motif in there, but beyond that, I do not know the meaning of the song. Please explain. Let's go ahead and get this part here. Let's get the metal plate in place. That should do it. What? Oh, winged angel. See, we've gone full medley. That should do it. Dancing Mad and the fight with Kafka himself is Kafka's final speech. Oh? I need to play the game. I was sort of... So I have the original, and I've got an emulator that can play just the SNES version. But I'm kind of debating if I should try that or pick up the Pixel remaster. Because that seems pretty cool too. I mean, honestly, I'm poor enough right now that should be a no-brainer. I really should just play the Super Nintendo version, since I have that. That's better. Oh, I'm mumbling again. Like how the Advent Children of this it spends just a 30-second break in between here, just completely going insane with some power metal. Yes, okay, alright, that's probably gonna make the difference then, because it's all about the soundtrack to me. That's probably gonna be the most important part to me. If the music can't match the original, then we're doing the original. The music is huge for me. What is this? Oh! It's the man with the machine gun. Yes! Now we're talking. Post-game content. Oh. Better script, that's good. I can handle imperfect localizations though. Like most of the grammar and spelling, just confusing wording in Final Fantasy VII, none of that really bugged me. It's like, I can usually just put it together situationally what they're actually saying. Except for that one time at the very beginning where Barrett says, attack while its tail is up. I'm like, okay! It's like, what are you doing? I meant don't do that! I'm curious about that extra post-game content, though. Oh, 9! Here we go. Oh, and I love the song in 9. Granted, the song came in hot off the heels of a very horrifying, wow, that really just happened, as a whole village gets blown up, but... And 9 got dark, just blowing up cities left and right. Actually, I'm pretty sure her feet claws are much longer than her hand claws. Let's crank these up a bit. Close enough. The National Ted Woosley script. Huh, okay. And I started watching the new Trigun. You're not alone, played only one part of the entire game. Yep. Listen to my story. Oh, it's a really sweet version too. I like this. I kinda hate that that was the last mainline game that I played in the series. So I heard 11 was pretty good. Or was it 12? The one that is not online. Stopped right before that scene. I'm actually not sure I know which one. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to see if I can remember it just going off of memory here. I'm scanning through the game in my head. It's been too long since I played. I can probably... If it had been a month after, I'd have known this. Yeah, that checks out. Last game in the Golden Age, yeah. I was kind of put off by 10's voice acting. Not even that the acting was bad exactly. You just tell they recorded it in a really weird way, so sometimes people would speak way too quickly or talk like they're in a different room, and it was weird. Oh, what is that scene? Okay, I give up. What is the scene you're talking about in 10? I'm gonna go crazy. Because I think the point in the game where I lost all will to continue, was the, Blitzball tutorial. I continued through the game, but I lost all patience for the story and just, like, rented a cheat device and was like, just give me all the stats, let's skip the fights, just get the story over with. That is how much I disliked Blitzball. It made me stop playing an entire franchise. Iffy, come play Final Fantasy 13. No! There might be a Blitzball. Oh! Okay. Alright. That was a hint and I didn't even catch it. Alright. What's funny is later on, like, like, maybe earlier this year, I finally realized I actually kind of like that scene unironically. Because it did not occur to me that even in-universe, what he was doing was ridiculous and awful. It's like all the other characters knew it. That was the point. It took me that long to figure that out. Yeah, that's actually when the realization came to me, when I, found the Japanese version of the dub and went, oh, that was on purpose! Tidus may be cringe, but that makes him free. You're pretty lax on the details here because there's going to be such a bright beam overlaying everything. The sheer irony of the dark flare being too bright. Let's go ahead and close these lines, though. Oh, call coming up. Okay. That should do it. She's hanging out in the master room, hearing dark flares go off while TMNet's fighting seeds. She can see it happening over her sky roof, or skylight. And she's like, how does that even work? And she hears Tiamat die and says, oh, it doesn't work. That's why. Alright, let's have it curve in a bit here. Tiamat, is this one of those things where it's like they say it's a black light, but really that's just sort of a weird purple? Is that the deal? Actually, oh wow, now that I'm thinking about that, I kind of wish I'd colored the flares that way. Just make them a weird black light color. I guess it's not too late. We'll do that with the dark Giga Flare. in page 98 and 99. She's sitting there like, they caught on to how time compression works really quickly. They can ironically take as long as they like. Go on, pitiful seeds. Play your card games. I'll be here. I am absolutely going to make a more refined Tiamat reference sheet between chapters because her design's starting to get locked down, and I think being able to keep it consistent quickly would be really good. That'll do it. Alright, that's that panel. Save my progress here. Oh yeah, let me pull up some different music here. No, not that one. There it is. Four hours later. She's sitting there like, I did compress it, right? I didn't accidentally expand it. 2 days later. So I'm gonna try and the album for this is hidden from the internet, because of some weird labeling problem. But, this song, I'm going to find some way to have it playing during a scene in Chapter 4, because there is a scene in Chapter 4 where this song sort of plays in my head, and it's basically my favorite reveal in the whole story. 3 months later! Here we go. I love this song with violin. And some guitar. Let's go to string instruments. Ultimately, she goes crazier waiting. She just starts narrating her own. She sat there, slowly losing her mind. tapping her claws on the throne. Oh, yes. That looks about right. What is taking those seeds so long? And just start drafting. Well, well, well. Seeds, my old nemesis. No, that's played out. Let's see. Squall, I am your father. Nope, 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 nope. Way off, way off. Squall, there's a non-zero chance that you are my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Now, Seeds, it's time to duel. Oops, she gave away her weakness. Causality. Grandpa, how could you? Fading away, she's like, I still count that as a win. Ugh. Ow. Ow! That's bad. mascara game must be on point. This is mandatory. That works just fine. I knew it, they are X's. If you do not buy me the dinner, you'll be immediately put down by snipers. Do you understand? You know I can block sniper rounds, right? Oh yeah. Why do I have to buy the field? You have more money than I do. You own a military. Then again, I can also see her going, okay, I hate to admit it, but you were right. This chick is delicious. All right. Go. I don't normally have to do it, but just in case, sometimes... Let me pull this up. Sometime early on, very, very early on, like I was doing chapter 1, I actually went into the screenshot of Ada stabbing a squall with the eye strike, and trace the pupil shape. I am nothing if not precise. I don't usually use them unless the eye is getting a lot of attention. That'll do it. Well, I do appreciate the offer. I wouldn't mind if we actually had a bit of privacy, not having to be observed by your little witch-hunting trolls. I like to think of them as your groupies. What would we call them? The oldies? No. Oh, right, that's your nickname. No. Only Kefka may call me that. Why does he get to call you a special nickname? I like his makeup. my brain. Ultimisha has slightly bulging eyes a bit. I got a very specific face structure in my head, and I can't find a decent photo reference for it, though. Anytime I try to, like, Google image, like, search for woman's face or something, try to find, like, an accurate model for her, I just find supermodels, and they all have, like, the same bone structure, because they're supermodels. Like, I just need people, please. Just normal people faces, please. Alright, that looks good. Ulti Sarah. Oh no! The crack ship I've always feared! Finally, something more nerving than my crack ship of Ultimisha and Irving. Actually, no. I think Ulti and Sarah might just hating each other enough to make it work. If dysfunctional relationships is your thing, do I have the ship for you? Sarah? Yes, dear. Did you put another hit out on me? What? No! Sarah? Alright, I was a little mad that you invited your friend to dinner last night without telling me ahead of time. Well, I hope you're happy. Now there are 3 dead seeds. Serviceable? I have way too much fun with random strands in her hair. I have way too much fun with her hair in general. Actually, no, I take that back. I have exactly the correct amount of fun, which is a whole lot. A lot of fun. Especially coloring it. That's always a blast. There we go. I did briefly consider writing a little Valentine's Day spin-off between Ulti and Navarre. I may still, 'cause it just sounds fun. for not even having peas. Let's see. Okay, that was terrible, and I do apologize for that pun. Alright. Let me change tracks real quick. Because I've been wanting to listen to this soundtrack. Sorry for the abrupt tonal shift in the music, but I've been wanting to listen to the soundtrack for a while. Because a few years ago I saw a Netflix series called Carol and Tuesday, and I adored it. So. Why did Sarah invite her? Darn it, Ultimecia, did it occur to you that maybe I just want to hang out? Just because we're at each other's throats doesn't mean we can't be friends. And the pea shooters? It's an insurance thing. I get fired if I don't at least have some sort of protection. I did that too soon. I can fix this. That's better. Oh. If he stopped mumbling, the voice filter freaks out. What'd I do? Okay. I'm sorry if I hope the filter isn't too weird, by the way. Just I won't be using it forever, just for a while. It's very much a temporary thing. The snipers miss nothing. Guys, aren't you being a bit pervy? No! No, she paid us! I specifically asked, wait, like even in the shower? And she just sort of smirked and said, that's overtime. I think she's into it. I'm not here to judge. I get paid. At least two of us have crushes on her, so... I need to remember this metal is hollow. Otherwise it would be way too heavy to use as a platform. Oh, I hate this. Change that song. There we go.
Trees and the wind will lead the way. All of these years on my own.
Shadow Lord from near. Pull that up. I forget that my internet slows down dramatically when I'm streaming. Okay, let's see. Is this it? Oh, I'm just realizing you were not talking about a song, you were talking about a whole game. Okay. Well, I feel silly. Go. There's no need to be sad. You're on the path and you know where it heads. There's no need to despair. Just walk on and you'll find your Oh! All of it. Alright, that's good enough. That works well. That'll all be white hot still from the fact that it was just torched open. There we go. Nier is another series that I really need to... It's such a long list, and I feel so repetitive saying there are so many games out there that I want to play, but I'm scared to commit the time. Let me pull that song back up and skip to the second half. Alright, let's go to... here we go. Start with Replicant and then go to Automata. Okay. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Automata, perhaps. Start with Replicant. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Oh, yeah, chronological order. That tracks. That makes sense. That's a good reason. Alright, so this isn't going to be nearly as rugged because it was chopped in twain by a giant axe, so... There we go. Should do it. I need to make sure to close these lines. Yeah. Alright, that looks good. Or Isabel. In retrospect, I wish I'd given her a little more of a role, and I mean, her role's not done yet, obviously, but... Yeah. This works well as like a final stand in the forest, telling her to get down. Oh, what are we playing now? Keep it going. Doth boot. I'm actually really relieved that she's about to lose the boots, because the more I draw Sorcerer's Ultimecia wearing big ol' hiking boots, the more wrong I feel. Song of the Ancients Fate. Oh, that's what's playing? Okay. I think I've actually got the soundtracks for Nier sitting on my PC, because I have a horrible habit of getting game soundtracks and not playing the games. I may have a problem. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's put this on shuffle and... Let's start here. Oh, okay. Because it's like one of the big thematic songs. It's like one of the signature tunes. Should be right, I think. Should do it like this. Oh yeah, that works way better. There we go. 20 and 30 versions of the song. They went hard. They went very hard. Morning from Automata. Ooh. Well, I should probably have that here. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh dear. I guess it's right what it says on the tin. I feel like I'm in the cathedral right now. That is not how I move it. There we go. I think the next time I do a stream, I think between streams, I'm going to find a way to set it up so that it shows the chat on the video, so that you can see when I'm... You can see how long it took me to actually, my reply to get to you. As opposed to just having to sit there for half a minute saying, have they read it yet? What scenario with Ulti would I do this song for? Ooh. It's like I'm trying to dodge spoilers with a good answer. Let's see. Oh, I do know a song with oof. Yep, but that's spoilery. I do sort of... This would probably be some weird song that they would play, like that one scene where it shows her flashing back to her being given a new name by Sorceress Yaga. This would probably be a contender for that. And not just because of the setting, but... because that's probably the kind of ambience that Yaga goes for. And it does carry a heavy burden of this child's old life basically ending for a cause that she does not understand. That could work, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm reframing that, just thinking of the whole world dying out. Yeah, it might actually fit fairly well to when Carmine is reading what she has found out about how close the decay actually is, and the fact that her plan won't work, and reading just basically Ultimacia having written down a complete total meltdown. Realizing the scope of the danger everyone is in, and just how distressed the person caring for her is. am a sucker for the violin. Be sure. I remember watching the movie V for Vendetta, and say what you will about the movie, I really liked its use of violins. Ooh. This is probably music they would play inside one of the gardens. Either Sentra or Travia's current version. Dependent weakling. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, right. There's a search bar. Oh god. That it could be. Yeah, I can tell you immediately. I know exactly what scene at exactly one point in Chapter 5 the song would go to. Ugh. Although I do enjoy the expansion on the evil Carmine. Who would be the big villain in that fight? Who? That would absolutely have a tragic element to it. Alright, that is small enough that there's really no need to go into detail with the lashes, because that's just going to get completely lost. Carmine Ultimacia. Oh my gosh, I'm imagining that right now, and just with Ultimacia having worked so hard to make sure that this isn't what she turned into. Oh, ow! Oof. I can't even shake that now. Now I'm wanting to doodle that. I might doodle that in a second. That works. Yeah, I'm gonna break off and sketch that. I wanna do that. I'm doing that now. No one can stop me. Yeah, I can see it. In my mind's eye, I see that clear as day. I'm gonna go from memory with the evil Carmine art I did. Let's see. I've been trying ulti so much I forgot how to do Carmine Eyes. Ah! I think. How does that go? Never thought I'd have to visit the Carmine reference sheet again. Let's see. Characters K, Carmine Metella. This is a chapter 2 ref sheet, but it's still good. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Nope, keep playing. I'm still drawing the idea. Start that song over. That's a wild idea. Yeah, gravity just goes crazy. I hope that no one walks into this room seeing the faces I'm making right now. Iffy, are you okay? I'm fine! Alright, yeah, let's get it. Oh. Actually, no, that's too much. Put some of the anger back. There we go. I'm glad you asked! I'm listening to the theme of my soul being ruptured. How are you? Imagine this part of it, the fight's getting a little intense. There we go. Existential crisis. Again, Iffy. Shut up, man! Existential dread is the spice of life! Normally when someone's crying, you kind of want the lower lid to arch up a bit more. That eye looks funny. That's it. You forced my hand, Photoshop. That did it. Okay, cool. accidentally copying that reference, am I? I'm gonna go back. I don't want to just copy it wholesale. Oh no, very different. Okay. Oh! I see she's using T-Met's strategy of doing more damage with words than anything else. Oh, that's gonna hurt her. And that's when Ultimisha's like, okay. Put on the Record Keeper song. No, that would break her heart. Absolutely break Ulti's heart. Yes. This song gives me flashbacks to Zone of the Enders, the second runner. Love that game. Super old though, it's like a PlayStation 2 game. That game is a friggin' masterpiece. Does she wear lipstick when she's older? Probably not much. She probably wears it pretty light. Nope. Get rid of him. I hate him. Get him out of here. Alright, anyway, okay. You don't remember how her jawline works. Yeah, that's it. She's got way less brow bone than Ultimisha does. Oof. I am both pleased and sad to report that yes, the story does eventually get reach that level of angst. That's coming. Weird, like, half twisty braid here. Semi 8L looking braid along the front. Not even really a braid, just a few strands that of hair that happen to like twirling around each other. Oh, I don't think I have replicant, so... Actually, let me check real quick. Nope. Although I do have a song called Galbadia Replicant. That's interesting. Probably put this up as an actual doodle on Patreon, and probably, with your permission, probably include some of that text of yours. I think it's especially relevant given what Tiamat's talking about right now. Are we talking about grandma or significance? Because I'm definitely getting that from significance. Oh, good. Excellent. Thank you. It'll be fun. Quote unquote fun. Fun in a way that only fandom can provide. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Both then. I'm wondering if we should do... I'm not going to commit to it, so I'm just going to do a different layer for this, but I kind of want to see her have sort of the semi-A-Dale eyes for this. I'm probably not being too subtle about where Carmine's succession stems from. Let's see. Actually, let's do the mirror rule. Oh, hey, that checks out. Good. All right. I'm going to lose so much time on the page for this and I do not care. It's for the greater good. That's probably going to wind up being an all-nighter. Once I get enough momentum going on a page, I just wind up going at it until like 6 a.m. So probably one way or another, the page will be finished by tomorrow morning. And I'll drop offline for a day or two while I just try to sleep it when there's not daylight. It's been a while since I've drawn her adult get-up. I think it was something like this. No, it was the other way. What was that? Something like that. That line, the line you just sent, I know what you're thinking. It just hits at exactly the right time with the music. That was in sync. Go ahead and have the wings sticking out here. Not going to be able to see much of them, but... There we go. A beautiful song. Oh yeah. My defense, when I'm drawing, the keyboard is like 3 feet to my right, so it's really hard to type with. There we go. Damn. Yeah, I am kind of digging this song. Kind of an action tragedy almost. Which, again, very appropriate right now. Let me try something here. I wonder what this will do. So, getting her to express with the endgame tattoos is a little tricky, and I've been trying to find ways to do it without straining myself. Sometimes I think it might be as easy as... see if that works. Actually, yeah, that works alright. Oh yeah, yeah, here, I will explain. One moment. Well, if you're talking about the tattoos, like just making expressions just because they're on her skin, and her skin will contort the way eyebrows would, so obviously those will move along with it. But it means the fact that she no longer has eyebrows, and yeah, yes, they, in a short version is, I can't explain why just yet, it gets explained in chapter 4, but there's more to those tattoos than just tattoos. There is a magic to them. There is a secret to them. And it's been hinted at in the story before, like, you notice, like, in the flashbacks. Let me see. It's taking me entirely too long to find this page. There we go, okay. You notice that, like, here, they changed. Let me see, in current time, she has eyebrows. Well, of course she has eyebrows then. But, yeah, now we cut here too, and again, this is in the past. I think Ultimisha's in her late 20s here? I can't remember. But, again, the eye tats are there, eyebrows are gone. So, that's a fun little thing. Technically, the story has already dropped some pretty strong hints about one of her big secrets, but gotta know where to look. Leave those alone. Yeah. two of the really big zany reveals in the story technically already have enough clues dropped that a super sleuth could probably figure them out, but be tricky. Very tricky. Ooh. That's about right. These proportions are horrid and nightmarish. So we can fix that somewhat. That's a little better. You know what's funny? I just recently there's a webcomic that I follow. It's really amazing. It's called Tiger Tiger. And one of the characters in that, like just in their most recent update that came today, you can see that the tattoos on one of the characters move around. Because magic. Oh, crap. Let's go ahead and bring those in. Let's merge these layers here. That's better. All right. I'm so bad at doing low angles with her. Pharaoh from Blood Rain 2. Oh? Good. Because it's a really cool idea. I hope that's a thing in real life one day. I have no idea how. Not quite sure science can pull that off, but... These tattoos have side effects. If you experience redness, try and change the tint. Also, I'm going in on this because I don't often draw her endgame look too much, so get some practice in there. Despite this really awkward angle I'm drawing her from. Oh, that's dreadful. That's dreadful. Let's try that again. Our cheek bones up higher. There we go. I mean, how else do you get to show off those tats? Come on, see them crawl around my body. It's cool. Come on, internet. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the, yeah, I found some of the... She's got claws, dude! Suddenly all the claws I draw feel tepid. Like little butter knives. Plastic butter knives made for kids. Like, actively, yeah. Did I really instantly close that? Yeah. Okay, my browser is crashing. That's how you know things are really going well on your computer. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up another time. The browser's not cooperating. I cannot go to YouTube. Anyway. Oh, that would be appreciated, thank you. I'm kind of shocked that my computer's struggling this hard. Okay, I thought she looked a little weird there. That's better. That did it. Thank you, Liquify Tool. You complete me. Oh, Bayonetta. I think. Okay, yeah. And so it's a new. Is that a DLC for the latest Bayonetta? Because I know there was another one that came out recently. I think. How do I do this? There's a little one, little one, long one, big one. I think. It's been a while. This is actually turning out really well. Holy crap. Her feathers are just a reflex at this point. My hand knows the gestures. Oh, a non-hack-and-slash Bayonetta. Interesting. They're getting a little brave, straying from the formula. Bayonetta, Breath of the Wild. It's so weird to think that Breath of the Wild is like 5 years old now. I feel like that game just came out. It did not. There's been DLC after DLC for it, and they're almost done with a sequel. It's a fairy tale storybook. Oh, that sounds cool! I cannot believe I'm forgetting how. Okay, yes. That's right. There we go. Do you pass the mirror test, Ultimisha? Not quite. Not quite. That's okay. I can fix it. That left eye is that eye of hers is sagging and it's bothering me. They do that sometimes. It looks like it's not curving down their head right. There we go. Yeah, that should do it. Bangs. Sure. Yep, the Spiralies must appear. Those who have been with her from the beginning, they'll be with her at the end. Even her final form has them. And eventually there's even a story reason for the Spiralies, but that one's... we don't get to that for a while. They're not quite so arbitrarily chosen. He's full sleepy. That's got it. There we go! Things of doom one can be proud of. God. Oh. Oh, I hate it. I say it in the most loving way possible. Come on. Actually, let's try it this way. Yeah, there we go. Oh. That was a worthy diversion of time. That's going up later. I'm tempted to just go completely out of control and start like coloring and rendering it, and like, no, no, that is not a good expenditure of time, Iffy. Don't do it. I might just color in the tats real quick. That's, and then I'm gonna move on. I swear, I will move on. They will remain frozen in angst for all eternity. Ah, come on, people, no need for that. There'll be plenty of angst on the road ahead. I say with a kind smile. This is easily the worst day of my life. The worst day of your life so far. I started coloring in the tats on the sketch layers for the pages, and I do not know why. It just helps me. Jeez. That doesn't look right. Let's fill that in. Better. Okay. Help, I'm stuck! Alright. Calling it there for now. Let's go back to the page. I lied, I'm adding the dialogue. Ah. The more tedious parts of when I'm doing these. Getting the words to fit in the balloons well. There we go. God. And on that happy note, I return to the page. So anyway, here she is being totally not worse than Adele. Nope, nope, not her. Certainly not. Believe it or not, by the end of this fight, Tiamat hits her with a line that hurts even more than that. Won't that be nice? Why must I torment my characters so? No, no, do not apologize. I love that. That was a worthwhile distraction. And if nothing else, even if the page doesn't get done by, like, tonight or something, I'll at least have that to show to people, so I think people will like that one. Probably title it like Ultimish's Nightmare or something. For some reason I titled it Because of You, I'm not quite sure right. I should have titled it something like Worse Than Adele. Because right now if I give it that title, it just sounds like it's because of you, okay? I learned drugs from watching you! That's a good quotable mentality there, yeah. It certainly makes you more dangerous. When you do not question yourself. Let's see, actually I'm pretty sure her feathers would start squishing the jacket out of the way here. Her pseudo-heiress jacket. Let's try a different song. Ultimish's Nightmare miniseries. Oh! I mean, honestly, we see a fair bit of them in context. We've only seen one or two so far, but they'll keep coming. Oh, gosh. And then we just sneak in one where just like her being stuck on a bridge, riding on someone's back, to tell her about all of their insecurities. And then we cut to the thought where she's possessing Renault, and she's like, "Oh God, it was a prophecy." No! I've been trying to think of a way, because I know one big root of a lot of her problems is just the sheer existence of Adele. I keep wanting to think I can find a way to play off that. Adele appearing in a nightmare can certainly do it. Fun fact, I don't remember if I've mentioned this before, but sort of not relevant canon that comes up, but in context, Ultimisha is not nearly as powerful as Adele is, or as Adele was. It's probably about like, feels weird putting math to it, like Dragon Ball power levels, but her magic is probably about 1/3 as potent as Adele's. That said, she would absolutely trash Adele in a fight because she actually knows what she's doing when Adele is just like, ha, that will throw fireballs. Whereas Ultimisha would get clever and take her out pretty quickly. Which is the price Adele pays for sending soldiers to fight her wars for her while Ultimisha goes out and actually fights the wars. Because she's much smarter than Adele. Although I'm sure Adele is fairly clever. I really like this song. Goodness. Sort of their inverse mirror thing going on. So Walt's afraid he's gonna get hurt when they leave him, so he leaves first. Ultimisha's afraid if she doesn't leave, she'll hurt them, so she leaves first. Poor Art. So I know some of the robe and the one of the layers of coat is broken off here. Okay, one of you in that chorus is singing off key. I can hear it and it's making me crazy. All of you stop. Think I couldn't hear you in there? Step it up, one person in the chorus. God, if I ever make the final chapter a movie trailer, we're gonna have to voice dub these two combining to make this one sentence. Yes. That's it. That's them. Yep. When I first had the idea of doing a Final Fantasy VIII comic, and it was less about Ultimation, I was going to try and find a way to make Cypher more of a proper antagonist for Squall, as opposed to him getting underused like he did. But then, yeah, early on into context development, I was like, no, you know what? I think Ultimation and Squall are the perfect antagonist. They have just the right elements in common. And they both share an affinity for giant collars. You know, to set a distance between those I care for. I can hear it in their voices. I'm reading these lines and I'm hearing it in their voices, and I'm digging it so much. I forgot I stopped the music and didn't put anything new in. Let's see. About done with that soundtrack for now. Let me move the thing. There we go. I think I know what I want to play. Let's see. Especially with the dialogue you're coming up with here. There we go. And they were getting along so well up until that last line. Yeah, one of the things I wish I could do is... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could tell that was what you were doing there. And one of my favorite ways to express ideas, and ones that I can't do, is just like full actual production, like an animation or even a live action something. So I always like to think about doing movie trailers for individual chapters or something. Not for real, they just play it in my head because that's how my imagination works. So when you're doing this, these two of them doing sort of almost having the same conversation with themselves, I'm sort of imagining, shots of the final chapter and just them alternating as voiceovers. Now, one of my favorite things to do earlier in the comic, especially during Chapter 2, was putting links to songs for the soundtrack for the story and then coming up with my own song titles for them, even though they were already songs with names in them, just for fun. And I kept wanting to do, analogs to some of the song, have titles, as companions to, some of the song titles in the game. At one point I wanted Art's theme to be sort of called The Vow or something. Which kind of plays into the conversation you just wrote. Well, not conversation, but, dual monologue. Speaking of which, here's the oath. Yep. Personalities with a lot of parallels on opposite sides of the fence that is their lives. Which I guess plays into that one line that Squall had early on in the game about different perspectives, and although it's hard to put a positive spin on Ultimish's final plan, but Neither here nor there. How much further do I have to ink? Oh, not long. The color flattening process will go by really fast by comparison. Like lightning fast. Yes, that line, yes. Two sides in a war, nothing more than that. The belt coming closer to her hip there. Better. Oh, I'm mumbling again. Sorry. I'm sure I sound robotic when I do that. Oh. And this song plays in in my head, this song plays in chapter 7. To an extremely painful and unpleasant discovery. Oh, that's not good. When drawing art, you don't want to have lines that aren't related to each other line up. Tangents, that always looks weird to the eye and looks weird to the viewer. Imagine if there was an accident in which Renoa and Carmine switched places, with Carmine spending time with Squall & while Renoa spends time with Context Optimisha. Yeah, considering she's after a fashion kind of the Renoa of the story, it's interesting that you make that choice. Vis-a-vis the one trying to crack the shell. I paused because I was having a think about that scenario. Started using up a lot of brain cells. I think Carmine would get along really well with the crew. I'm almost certain that Selphie would attempt to adopt her, despite her only being 1 year younger than Selphie. Well, 2 years in the in chapter 2 and 3, but oh, yeah. What does he do for a living? Oh, he is a a dancer. He dances quite well. Good for him. Oh, forgot I had this on loop. Let's try something else. Gonna find it. I know what soundtrack I want. Or album. There we go. Carmine meme while referring to I don't know what she would prefer to Ultimedia as to the others. She's a temperamental librarian? I'm not sure. I don't know where librarian came from. Although it does sort of haphazardly, not haphazardly, but it does offhandedly come up later in the story where she has to think about, my life were different, what would I be doing? And she's like, but he thinks I would make a good librarian. And she's right, she would. Oh, some gaps in here. Gotta fix that. That's better. Curiosity, probably having a big innocent ignorance. I forgot these are hollow. Ah! They are not 55,000 tons of solid metal. There you go. Honestly, she probably does do that when she was talking with Carmine, too, during those few months. I'm revisiting a fic that I wrote once soon, and it's going to have a lot of conversations between Carmine and Ultimecia during Carmine's training. And Ultimecia does actually get, like, invested in the stuff Carmine is talking about just because it's so different from her life. That looks great. I like that. Of course not, no. I wouldn't call her exactly extroverted, but I'm sure she does like the company. Although the fact that she spent 10 years away from 99% of civilization probably makes her pretty awkward a lot of the time. Which is, like... That's brought up in the little side story. It's like she takes a little while to open up, and she's clearly making an effort. She just hasn't had lengthy conversations in years and years. But she catches up. Carmine's really patient with her. Good enough. Get this done and move on to the next panel. Final panel. One of the tracks in this album, I don't remember which one, I'm hoping against hope that we stumble onto it, but it's where they play out the, it's a musical. They do a musical interpretation of Final Fantasy VIII. Complete with someone saying, "I must save Renoa." Like, yeah, that works well. Yeah, I can imagine there's a whole plethora of topics that she can get into, and Carmen's like, yeah, totally. What? Oh, I love this mix. This is a good cover. She starts talking about all the annoying minutiae of controlling minds. It's like, I have to get through all these weird subconscious stuff, and there's this one guy who was thinking this and this, and it was like, that was weird. And Carmen's like, yeah. Not yet. That's on my watch later list. Between the move and everything, I've sort of just... I have not been on YouTube much lately. But... This gonna look okay? I gotta remember these claws start out here, not further back. Claws are the final knuckle. There we go. I'm assuming the Raptors parody is the one yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up and check for sure. God, my internet is a tragedy right now. It does not want to load. I'm going to let it sit there. It's going to sit. That browser is going to sit there while I draw. It's going to load YouTube, and it's going to be grateful. I'm not taking no for an answer this time. There we go. Okay. Rap tunes. Right. Okay, yeah, that one. Yes.
Well, that's my whole character's premise invalidated. Time to get me some hookers and scotch. Yeehaw!
Just sleep it off. You'll be fine.
Please. Insert. Disc. Do.
Oof.
Squall! You're pitiful. Take him away.
Aww, they're adorable.
Little Moombas.
Aw, them. Fear me.
Oh my god, that helmet did nothing.
Annoying jailbreak.
Okay, let's put that on pause. Well, I found it. Noah has the same superpowers as Batman. What's your superpower? I'm rich. I'm hoping we can get to color flatting soon. We're almost at color flatting. That's gonna go pretty well, I think. Are you staging a rebellion against your father's government? Oh, I do that all the time. I was trying to help Trabia secede just last year, and they're not even part of Calbadia. They're not even occupied. Can it be? I think it's done! Okay. Quick cup of water. too long either. That was maybe 2.5 hours? Wait, minus half an hour for the, for Carmine going crazy. Let's see. So this is a tool that I found. Discovered this tool like 10 years ago. That I learned watching another webcomic artist who did an old webcomic called Questionable Content. I do not know if that comic's still around. I'm going to assume yes. But basically, does this. Whoa. Hit my music, it's the only song that matters. Ultimisha's like, I hate it when he's right. So right now what I'm trying to do is find any spots where the colors should have been divided and they weren't, and strengthen the lines in between them. And maybe do it on the right layer, because I just did that all on the wrong layer. That looks good. That looks good. I am Laguna, and you will quote everything I say. Because I am that lovable. Actually, no, I have mixed feelings about Laguna. I have very mixed feelings about Laguna. He's like if unfinished business gathered together and became an entire person. Just, And Julia, and then Rain, and then Lone, and then Squall, and she's like, ah! I need to get one of those comical high reverb fart sounds every time I use the auto color. Alright, that should do it. And now I'm gonna do it again. I think it should work this time. Well, how did this one change? What? Is that the same color? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, good. We're good. Yes! Okay, everyone named after Weatherstep on this side of the line. Anyone who basically is Weatherstep on the other. Or Float, ever, whatever. Time to play coloring book. This part is such a relief after the tedium that is the line art, when you're just basically tracing what you've already drawn. I'm Cloud. I'm Squall. I'm Lightning. Let's see, I'm getting bad at remembering what colors the dress were. Yeah. Yep, that's it. There we go. That's the right color. Tara, please. There's no need for that. We can all be civil here. Well, Kefka can't, but... Actually... Okay, yeah. Can learn naturally when she's... That's kind of cool. Makes sense, too. She's the most inherently magical being in the story. Or at least of the main party. So that tracks. Dun-dun-dun. Not me forgetting what her shoes colors were. Ah! Oh, sorry for the noise. I'll get the hang of that. And I think I used one of Carmine's colors for the... I think they were this color. There we go. Right. I remember being fascinated with that when my friend was playing. I was like, she just turned into a pink creature. It's like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen! There's an artist I've been watching on Tumblr, and basically what they do most of the time, I think they're called the Phoenix Cave. I think that's their name. But they basically draw Terra and other characters of Final Fantasy VI in her Esper form, just doing everyday activities. And I have yet to get tired of it. It's really cute. It's the Phoenix Cave, if you wanna... Actually, maybe I'll just pull it up, assuming the browser responds. There we go. This is my internet speed as it is. I'm sure the JPEGs will get there eventually. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh, here we go. This music may also play during page 3100. This is another contender. In fact, I don't want to talk over it. Let me back up. My god, that is sinister. There she is. Of course, she's not doing it. I want to find the pics where she's like eating ice cream or something. Okay, there we go. She's dancing with her human version. Paper dolls. I was trying to find a better. Oh. If the internet's gonna be this slow, why not just call me up, Tumblr, and just say 0110010 and I'll write it down into the browser. You ever going to... Okay, well... I was hoping to show you good, it's just not gonna load. Alright. I'll leave it open on the side, in case it decides to change its mind. Unfortunately, one of the tedious things about coloring the way I do is that it tends to leave a lot of little spots that I have to correct. Because every once in a while they become visible at a distance and it gets real ugly real fast. Usually it's pretty quick though. Oh, you found it? Okay, cool. Alright. She is an achiever. She is a very loving person. I did think she thought she didn't understand it. Again, most of my knowledge of her comes from fics where she's dating Salas, but even so. Trying to remember what color these are. Yeah. Ugh. You can see I recycle a lot of colors from other characters' color schemes, which I think works pretty well. Why is it doing that? That's weird. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there very quickly. Yeah, by the time I get past sketching, things really start accelerating. Or past the line art. Alright, she's got those. Oh, you heading out? Alright then. Take it easy. It was fun chatting. Thanks for coming by. Ow. Bugger. How long have we been at this? About 3 hours. Starting to get a little tired myself. Yeah, once I'm done flatting, I'll probably stop it there. Fix that matter. That's to that. Hey! First of all, welcome. Hello! I am a good ways through. I started inking, and I finished inking, and now I'm almost done doing the color flats. And then once that is done, I was probably going to take a quick break after the color flats. I was gonna just call it a night because there was no one on, but if you're here, that's different. Now I got someone to hang out with. Yeah, oh yeah, this soundtrack is amazing. Well, not soundtrack, but it's like a collab. And all the music on it is delightful. It's really hard to find though because the album basically doesn't exist online anymore, like it's not available to anyone. Luckily, I bought it before that happened, so I'm in the clear. So how have you been, Miguel? How you doing? Heart doesn't like that. Oh, I completely missed a containment line here. Oh, and yeah, and just a minor heads up, there's probably about a 30-second delay. But... okay, cool. Yeah, it's dark outside here, too. I hear you. Well, it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming by to say hi, anyway. Probably gonna go get food after this. Those are just empty. Let's... oh yeah, that's much better. Did some fun sketches earlier during the stream. I'm gonna put those up on Patreon later. They're fun. One of the other patrons came on and had some fun ideas. Very angsty in the best way. There we go. Excellent. Let's see. Color flats. Those are her only wings on this page. Okay, fine. Oh. There's a little more tea in that. I give you drifting on xylophone. I think that's xylophone. I don't know my instruments very well. Ooh. Oh, I haven't heard this one. I'm gonna be quiet for this.
It escapes you.
So, okay. Turn the music back down.
They say you can't change the past.
Oh, this sounds like it's gonna be like a whole monologue of Ultimecia just in this song. Oh, I'm coming back to this. This is bookmarked in my head. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, each page probably takes me like just the inking that I did earlier was probably about 2 hours on its own. The sketching might be the longest part because it takes like 4 hours before I'm happy with how everything looks, and then color flatting just takes like 20 minutes. And then the rendering is usually a pretty long part, but I'm having a blast by then, so time flies. AI generating images it has its functions, but it's really AI art came out on a really sour note because it was first used by people to basically steal art. Not literally, but like they could produce art in the style of a specific artist without having to involve that artist. So its first introduction to art was basically just taking work from actual artists. So bad first impression. That said, I'm not above like finding ways to shortcut things. Like I'm trying to put together a 3D Blender model for the castle, so because that's going to come up a lot later, and it's very complicated to draw. So I'm not above using tools to help. But I think like with AI generating images, I think it does too much of the work because I do still enjoy creating the comic myself. So I don't, at the moment, I'm not seeing a good reason to use it for me just because a lot of it would just take me out of the equation, and I like being part of the equation. So, yeah. I hope that answers your question well. I keep wondering how its introduction to the artist world would have gone if it didn't start in such bad faith, but it did. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, I figured you were just asking my opinion, but yeah. I hope that was a pretty good opinion there. I think it's really cool. I think it's got a lot of potential, but I think it's also getting really misused, and that is a problem. Oh, what I do? It's one of those deals where like one of the takes I've heard on it that I kind of agree with is that technology is generally used to make the tedium of our lives easier so we can do the stuff we want to do. But then when I hear that there's like AI doing art or writing music, now technology is taking place of the part that we actually wanted to do. So I'm like, no, not like that. Don't help like that. I like that part. That's better. There we go. Oh, right. I think Ultimisha was saying something. Yes, Art?
They say you can't change the past. And yet, if there's even the slightest possibility,
I read the same opinion from other artists. Yeah.
it's worth a try, right?
Oh, can-do attitude from Ultimisha over here.
I don't want the future. And they say you can't If there's even the slightest possibility, it's worth a try, right?
Oh my gosh, I love what they're doing with this track. Holy crap.
I don't want the future. I want the present to stand still.
Oh, now she's quoting Renoa. Oh, I love that.
I want to stay here with you.
There we go.
I'm scared.
I've had this album for like 2 years. How did I not know about this track? Oh, it's so spooky. I'll do whatever I want with the past when I compress it to a tiny little grain. Let's see. Get rid of the eye guard. There we go. I tend to keep the sketches when I have them that pale pink. It's so that it isn't so harsh on my eyes all the time. Turns out that makes a big difference when you're staring at the screen for too long. But now that's not necessary. Try, there we go. Sorry, I need to make sure not to mumble when I'm using this voice filter.
I had a dream. A nightmare.
What was your nightmare?
You and I promised to meet, but I can't remember where.
Probably a flower field. That's the color. Alright.
Panic.
There we go. Alright, so I'm probably going to just add the tats onto art real quick, and then I'll probably call it a day. I'll probably continue, but I'm not going to be streaming after that.
The desert, the plains. When I realize I can't run any longer. I scream, "Where are you?" Then I woke up. Your sensation.
I was not expecting to be this wowed by the soundtrack that utilizes xylophones. But here we are.
I'm sorry, you don't have to say anything. Time. It will not wait. I just felt like I had to tell you. No matter how hard you hold on.
Oh, right, the eyeshadow. She goes hard on the eyeshadow. Oh! About to get to a louder song. Turn the volume way down. No, no more drifting. That's sad. Yes, okay. I'll take that. Oh my god, what is this? Stop this. Is this Ska Eyes on Me? Oh yeah, Sky's on Me, yeah, that tracks. Oh. Did I say I love this album? What I mean is that the people who made it will pay for their crimes. So the album is Successor. It's a compilation by a whole bunch of people. Like this, it has a lot of tracks. I think it's made by the. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, it's by a group called it's by a label called the Materia Collective. Now the bad news is there was some sort of dispute with the label and the artists, and they weren't getting compensated enough. Some legal shenanigans followed, and now the album's basically not available anywhere online, which is really awful because it has a lot of amazing tracks in it. That said, if you ever want a copy, just holler at me. I'll send you a link. Because I'm basically the only remaining source of the album. They even have one track in here that, for fun, it's just, they're just making an opera where they have, like, Small singing, I must protect Renoa, and, like, an Ultimate Sugar, and they're going, It's kind of amazing. There's so many tracks I wouldn't be able to find them if I tried to look for it, but it's in there. Sorceress motif. Here we go. Music. Miracles. Music. That should do it. Oh, wait, nope. Forgot something obvious. I forgot to give her hands color. Alright. That is inked and color flatted. Nice. Makes me happy. It's been way too long since I've had a page up. It's the family got sick and I had to move and I got sick. But now things are looking up. Yeah. I should show you the thing we drew earlier. You see. The, another friend who was on here before you was talking about, we were talking about, ideas with, like, evil Carmine. And, yeah, been having some fun with that. I probably would have been a lot further done with the page, but got distracted by this idea, and it just got away from me. So I just started drawing it a lot. Until I was like, I have to stop, or I'll never get back to the page. Thank you. Yeah. The guy's always really good at coming up with some neat angst. This story does eventually have angst in it, like, more than it has, but we're not there yet. The story does eventually get that intense, but... Do I want to start inking the next page? No, that is too much to ink. That is... That's too much to ink. Okay. Yeah, I should at least get a snack before I start coloring around. I'm gonna render. I should take a break. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I need to take a break. But I also want to keep going. Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna render the easiest panel, and then I'm gonna take a break. So at least get it out of my system. Render one panel. The really, really easy one. Because this one's super simple. Get rid of the sketch layer real quick. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You can tell they just had all sorts of fun with this album. Doesn't look quite right. Let's try like this. Internet is vast, full of wonders. Alright. There we go. I'm glad. It's been a while since I've done rendering. Luckily, all my muscle memory is right where I left it. My hand knows right where to go for each step. There we go. That's more like it. Wrong color. Okay. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Miguel. I'll see you later, and you have a good one. Alright, and I think I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, well, maybe a little. Okay. Yes. Music. Music. Okay, I've clearly lost my mind. It's time to go.